All right, good afternoon, everyone. Today is Thursday, November 10th, 2011. This is Michael, and we're just going to go over the morning trades. All right, there's a big sigh. David always has a comment for me when I sigh like that. Um, I just want to go over the morning's trades. We had plenty of opportunity this morning. I'll start off by saying what we ended up with. We had -7 ticks on the YM and +4 ticks on the ES. We went back and forth quite a bit on the ES. Now, just a reminder for everyone, I have to take every trade that sets up because it's a training environment. All right, so I'm taking every trade that sets up that I see anyway. Um, the folks that are in the room doing the live trading, they don't have to. There were a couple of times today where we were up. I was up 8 ticks, and then I was up 12 ticks at one point while live in a trade. Probably up 14 ticks at one point while live in a trade. Anybody could have taken profit and shut down for the day at that point. All right, we ended up +4 ticks because I kept taking the trades as they were coming. All right, so that said, let me just go over what we did. All right, the first trade was right here. The BBC came out of the elbow up here. All right, it broke through the zone. We were trying to enter it all the way down here, but we didn't get a pullback. Over here, we finally got our pullback, and when it got down here, it had a hard time getting through the bottom. I had moved my stop to +1 point, and we got a point on that one. All right, so we're +1 point right there. The next trade, I'm just scrolling over. We didn't take this trade right here because we needed a fresh bubble, and that held true all the way across over here. Okay, the next trade that we took was over here. You see we had this lower swing right here with a fresh bubble. It pulled up here, entered us into the trade, and stopped us out right over here. It did move down a little bit, almost to, no, not even almost to our profit target, almost to the point where we would have taken the risk off. But it didn't go far enough. It came up and it stopped us out for -2 points. So at that point, we would have been -4 ticks. All right. I was taking trades on other time frames, but I'm just going to stick to this one right now. Okay. Right here, we had a second losing trade. We had a fresh bubble, a pullback to the BBC right here. The BBC was right on the elbow extension, but we took the trade anyway. Again, this one didn't go far enough in our direction, and it stopped us out. The next trade was right here. This was a G trade, a George trade, because the BBC is still inside the box. We entered right here. It went 5 ticks in our favor, I think. We moved our stop to break even, and it got us out at break even. And then the thing went up for a couple of points. All right, the next trade was a regular CFRN trade. It pulled down here, entered us in here, and again we took 1 point when it had trouble right here, so we took a point profit on that one. Moving along here on I think that was all we did on the 4-tick range this morning. Now we took trades over here today as well. All right, and I will point those out to you. There may have only been one. Yeah, I think there was only one. This was actually taken on the 2100 tick, but I marked it up here on the 10K because it was taken at the same time. All right. Or wait a minute, no, this one was actually taken on the 10K. I'm going to jump back here for a second. This was the first pullback to the BBC after the bullish cross. We entered here. It went in our favor, and this was right toward the end of the day. It went in our favor, and I moved my stop up to break even. It came and got me a break even. All right, it ended up going up several points in our favor. Let me jump over here to the 2100 tick, and I'll show you what we did over there as well. This was the same entry. This was the entry that we actually took. We had the bullish cross, the pullback down right here. Those of you who were in the partners meeting last week, who are partners and who were in the partners meeting last week, Mike R. had shown us his theory and what he had been trading, and that's what we did right here. Okay, we traded his trade. It coincided with the normal 10,000 contract trade at the same time, so it was a good trade, and it worked out well. I think we were in at 31 even, and you can see it went up several points, up to 37 and more. Now let me scroll back a little bit farther here. We had a couple more trades here on the 2100. All right, we had a bearish cross here, a pullback up here. I think we took a point on this one. Okay, and we had a pullback here again, and we took 2 points on that one. All right, so we took a point there, 2 points there. We've got to break even on this one, though. Obviously, you can see it kept going. And I don't think we took any other trades over here this morning. No, we didn't. Okay, those were the trades that we took. So we ended up with plus 4 ticks on the ES. All right, now I'm going to jump over here to the YM. We had our first trade on the YM. Hold on a minute. Our first trade on the YM was right here. Okay. I want to, hang on. I want to just point this out. We had a bearish cross right here with a pullback up to the BBC. I had 7 ticks risk on this. It entered me here, stopped me out right here. Then it went down. Now Dwayne in the room, and I'm going to count this in the overall total because Dwayne said he was going to sell on a stop right here at 11,840, and he put his order on. He got filled here, and he took profit down here with 24 ticks profit. Okay, that's what Dwayne did. He said he was doing it. He told everyone how he was doing it, when he was doing it, and all that live in the room this morning. I show just the 7 tick loss that I took, but I actually took more trades than that. This was Dwayne's trade. That's why I have it in yellow. This trade over here, it didn't fill me when it pulled back right here. I tried to take it. I had the order on, but it didn't fill me when it pulled back. And once it had moved to plus 10 ticks, I took my order off. Obviously, this trade worked out really well. For those of you who are interested, we did have a partner in the room. One of our partners, Steve, this morning took this trade here from 840 and rode it all the way to here, I believe. He rode it all the way down here, which was, about 85 points. But I think he had his stop trailing in here, so he would have gotten stopped out here with about 60 points, something like that. Anyway, this one pulled back here, and it did exactly what we'd anticipated. It went to the MA1, and eventually went through it and kept going down. We had a bullish cross here. Price moved down. This was toward the end. I had this trade on at the same time that I had that trade on over here. This trade, I put them both on at the same time. And we got break even on both of them. This one went in our favor quite a bit, and I moved my stop to break even. And it came back, got me a break even, then went and did exactly what I thought it was going to do. Let's see, what else? That was all we had here on the YM. We have some other stuff that's pretty good stuff that we'll be showing tonight in the partners meeting. I'll show you just a quick preview of it. Hang on. Here we go. Quick preview. I shorted right over here on the 6E. Once it went about 6, it didn't go a full 6. It went like 5 ticks in my favor. I moved my stop to break even, and I got out break even on that. But that's something else that we'll be going over tonight in the partners meeting. Those of you who are partners, you know about it. It's 9 p.m. tonight. Those of you who are not partners, who are sitting on the fence, the partners meetings are really informative. I think it's a great thing for everyone. Everybody tries to contribute something to the partners meeting, it seems, and I think everybody walks away from them satisfied. You have to be a partner though to get into it. Okay. So on the YM, we didn't have any more trades. Dwayne just said he was selling 11,837 on a stop. So 11,837, he's going to sell. If price drops down below right here, he's going to be selling. Okay, I'll put a little marker on that right there. Hang on, and he can explain it in a minute here when I'm done recording. Let's see, did we have a G-trade? We did have a G-trade over there, but it was going right into the zone. I wanted to go back. Dwayne had asked me to, or he had mentioned that I would tell you what we did over here. When I shorted one of these places over here, when I had taken a short, I had anticipated the thing moving down to 23. Okay, one of these shorts that I took, or it might have been, no, you know what, I think it was on the 2100. Almost sure it was on the 2100. I'm going to scroll back to it here and show you. I think we shorted it twice. Yeah, this one right here, where I took a point right here. I was saying when we got into the short, and I had taken a point I was saying I expect this thing, if it closes on the other side of the MA1, is going to make it down to 23.24, which is the next zone down. It, I took my profit right there, and then it dropped down 7 points, I think, from my entry, and then it pulled back up, so I took it again. And again, my plan was to hold it for that long, but I was doing something over here on the YM at the time, and my target had only been 2 points. My original target had only been 2 points, and it went and took me, it got me right at my target on this bar right here. So I was out of it, but the plan was to hold it down here to the zone, which is right here. Obviously, it didn't go all the way to the zone, but it would have been close enough for me. All right, I'm going to wrap it up here, guys. Again, for all the partners that are out there right now, there's a partners meeting tonight at 9 p.m. You will be sent a link. If you don't get a link by, say, 8:45 Eastern Time, just send me an email at tech@cfrn.net. Here, I'll type that in here for everyone. tech@cfrn.net. Alright, I'm going to send that out to everyone. And if you have any questions, if you want to become a partner, if you're in your trial and your trial is ending and you want to know the details and I haven't sent them to you yet, let me know. Okay? Send me an email, let me know. Dwayne just got triggered into the YM trade over here. Okay? So you guys can follow that. I'm going to stop the recording right